For weeks, the storm had raged around them, an unrelenting wave of criticism, rumors of an irreversible blacklist, and an entertainment industry seemingly prepared to exile them forever. The backlash was brutal, the whispers of their downfall growing louder with each passing day. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris had remained silent through it all, allowing speculation to spiral out of control. But now, against all odds, they had finally broken their silence. And they did the one thing no one expected. They didn't fight back. They didn't defend themselves. They didn't try to justify their actions or push the blame onto someone else. Instead, they did something almost unheard of in their world of reality television, where reputations are built on defiance and drama. They apologized. Publicly. Sincerely. Desperately. The world watched, captivated, as the video went live, a raw, unfiltered confession meant to set the record straight. But from the moment Kirk and Mindy appeared on screen, it was clear that this wasn't just another damage control attempt. The weight of the moment pressed down on them, making it impossible to hide behind carefully crafted statements or PR-approved platitudes. Kirk, always the confident one, looked uncharacteristically shaken. His hands trembled slightly as he clasped them together, his voice unsteady as he started speaking. The bravado that had once defined him was gone, replaced by something far more fragile, genuine remorse. Next to him, Mindy sat rigid, her normally poised demeanor shattered. Her eyes, usually sharp with wit and defiance, now brimmed with something that looked like fear. Their entire careers were on the line. Their reputations, carefully built over years in the public eye, hung in the balance. Everything they had worked for, every deal, every endorsement, every opportunity, could vanish in an instant, depending on how this apology was received. "I don't even know where to begin," Kirk started, his voice barely above a whisper. He took a deep breath, exhaling shakily before continuing. "We've made mistakes. Big ones. And we're not here to make excuses. We're here to own them." Mindy nodded beside him, swallowing hard before she spoke. "This isn't about saving face. This isn't about protecting our brand. This is about acknowledging the hurt we've caused, to our fans, to our colleagues, to the people who trusted us." The video had no flashy edits, no background music to soften the impact of their words. It was raw, stripped down to nothing but their voices and their expressions, two people fully aware of the damage they had done, yet still unsure if they could ever truly make amends. Some would say it was too little, too late. Others would argue that public apologies were nothing more than performance art, a last-ditch attempt to salvage what was left of their careers. But as the video continued, it became clear that Kirk and Mindy weren't just trying to escape the consequences. They were confronting them. "Forward, I know some people won't forgive us," Mindy admitted, her voice breaking for the first time. "And I understand that. We understand that. But we had to say this, even if it doesn't change anything." By the time the video ended, an eerie silence hung in the air. The damage had been done, and now, all they could do was wait. Would the world accept their apology? Or was this the final chapter in their once glamorous, now crumbling legacy? "Man, I never thought I'd be sitting here like this," Kirk muttered, looking straight into the camera. "But I got to own up to my mistakes." Mindy nodded, swallowing hard. "We let a lot of people down, and we just want a chance to make things right." But was this a genuine apology or just another desperate attempt to salvage their careers? The internet was divided. Some fans felt their remorse was real. Others dismissed it as too little, too late. For weeks, the industry had turned its back on them. Producers had gone silent. Networks had stopped calling. The fallout had been swift and unforgiving. The headlines were merciless, reality TV's biggest downfall. Kirk and Mindy's apology, too late? Producers weigh in, is this the end? Every article, every blog post, every tweet felt like another nail in the coffin. And now, sitting in front of the camera, Kirk and Mindy knew the truth. This was their last shot. We messed up bad, Mindy admitted, his jaw clenched. And there ain't no excuses. Silence. Heavy, suffocating silence. Kirk exhaled sharply. We let a lot of people down, our families, our fans, the people who believed in us. His voice cracked slightly, something that caught even Mindy off guard. Kirk Frost never got emotional. But tonight, everything was different. The weight of their mistakes hung over them like a storm cloud, and the world was watching, waiting to see if this was truly the end. Then, as if things couldn't get any worse, Mindy's phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, his face turning pale. Yo, Kirk, you're not gonna believe this. Kirk leaned in, eyes narrowing. What now? Mindy swallowed hard and turned the phone toward Kirk. His face drained of color as he read the message. The producers are already moving without you. Shock. Dread. A sinking, gut-wrenching realization. No, 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 Kirk muttered, running a hand over his face. They were supposed to give us a chance to fix this. Mindy clenched his fists. They didn't even wait to hear us out, man. They just cut us loose. The room was thick with tension as reality set in. Their worst fears were coming true. They weren't just losing a show, they were losing everything. Then, another buzz. Another message. This one, anonymous. This isn't over. More is coming. Mindy's blood ran cold. Kirk's jaw tightened. Who was behind this? Who was making sure they never came back? And what else was about to be exposed? Their phones lit up again, notifications flooding in. Their names were trending. The media was running wild with speculation. The headlines were changing. Kirk and Mindy cut from the show, for good? Insider leaks, damning evidence could ruin them forever. Damn, Mindy muttered. Somebody's out to finish us. Kirk's hands balled into fists. And we need to get ahead of this. Fast. As the weight of their situation settled in, one thing became clear: this wasn't just about survival anymore. This was about war. And if they had any hope of redemption, they'd have to fight like hell to get it.